Hey, it's Sophia here from Eunoia Mindset. If you're watching this video, it's likely that you've experienced some form of overwhelm in the last little while. Whether it's general overwhelm, which is a kind of overwhelm where you're feeling generally a state of it's too much right now in my life, where you're feeling a sense of being stuck or frozen, not having the momentum that you kind of want. Whether it's specific, context-specific overwhelm, where you're feeling overwhelmed only around a particular thing. Maybe it's your upcoming wedding, maybe it's a job opportunity. It could be just a particular scenario that's bringing in this surge of feelings, emotions, and overwhelm for you. It's not really helping in having the outcome that you want in that area. And the third kind of overwhelm, which could be why you're here joining us today, is a high level of emotional reactivity. So this is the kind of state where you kind of feel emotions surging all the time, not necessarily in situations that warrant that kind of emotional response. So it could be really exhausting sitting in a space where you're constantly feeling overwhelmed all the time. Now, the good news is if it's any of these three things, we're going to uncover great strategies and solutions on how to move through those heightened states of emotions, how to reconnect with our sense of confidence, competency, and purpose, and how to actually break down whatever it is that's happening in our lives at the moment that just feels like it's too much into manageable bite-sized chunks. On top of that, what we're going to do in the upcoming webinar is we're going to unpick a really important thinking around overwhelm that a lot of people that talk about overwhelm don't actually go into. So what you've probably noticed is a lot of the content that's available for you for overwhelm has a huge focus on emotional processing. So it's like phenomenal techniques and strategies on how to manage your breathing, how to cope with those emotions coming up, mindfulness techniques. What it doesn't do though is talk about and unpick the source of that overwhelm. So whilst emotional strategies are so important to help us in the moment of learning how to get through that moment with grace, to be able to be effective and to be able to have the results we want, it doesn't help us to dismantle the foundation on which our overwhelm is built. So usually what happens is that there's a really strong link between our sense of competency and confidence and our levels of overwhelm. And what we find is that when we get to the source of that overwhelm, when we get to the source of that competency and that confidence, we can really affect change, not just for today, but change going forward. And we really look forward to helping you to achieve that long-lasting change. If you're interested in finding out more, we look forward to seeing you on the 7th of August.